Hey, welcome to the Fish and Corn Show. We were just discussing about this flare you're seeing, and for a moment I thought it was artsy, and Corn convinced me it might be a little too much artsy, and I said, dude, no one watches us.
It's artistic. Let's leave it.
Yeah, we'll go on that. We'll err on that side of the coin. But man, what were we talking about? What were we talking about?
We were talking about Japan.
Oh, the corn, the fish. You'll see some of the uploads of some of the places that I had visited. We recently, me and Fish Woman went to Japan, where she's from, and we were talking about just some of the. I finally got to ride a bullet train. Got to pet deer in Nara, and I'm gonna start probably learning.
Pet deer.
Didn't you see that? It was a deer roaming. They're supposed to be like. So what's it? Like a being of sorts. They're heavenly, not heavenly, but
Like a spirit.
yes, they're supposed to take on something. These deer,
The deer. Wow.
and they're very up in your
So
face.
it isn't just a tourist trap kind of deal where they, talk you into paying $10 to pet a deer.
Oh, it's free. It's like going to Balboa Park. If you want to go into like a museum, I guess you have to.
Oh, so there's
It's a
deer
shrine.
running around and shit.
Yeah, because this is like a country. Like we went to Osaka. It's basically Osaka and Kyoto are very close together, and Nara is this like
dinky-ass town in between.
In between. It is a stop for tourists, thus because of the shrine. They have this, and it was like the oldest capital of Japan at one point, one of the first. So it looks all old.
So how do you end up with deer that are domesticated and let you pet them?
Because it's like I said, it's like you said, rinky dinky from old school. I mean, it's bigger than obviously when it was in the beginning, but like just forest right there.
I take it there's no hunting.
I think there's hunting not there though. This deer would be scared.
That's what I was gonna say, man. I mean, when I lived in North Carolina, plenty of deer around, but they don't come up and let you pet them.
No, these ones did, or they could just use the any reprising deer out there not watching this video. You guys have excellent transportation, so if they ever start hunting in Nara, you can hop on the train, bullet train to Tokyo or Osaka, and direct flight over to the Fish and Corn Show. Would you get a door, knock on the door, fucking deer?
Nah, man.
The deer knocks on the door, ching chong ching.
I got a story for you, something like that.
Wait, you mean something just so odd, like some Twilight
random
Zone?
ass person shows up at your door or gives you a call in the middle of the night and shit. Yeah, I have one of those.
Twilight
stories.
or Super Twilight or It? You know, I guess that's
More like
the new movie.
Twilight kind of deal.
Really?
Yeah. It was a long time ago, dude. But yeah.
Word.
Oh, it was a chick I met in Guadalajara.
And it came back to haunt in this Twilight Zone kind of. Was it scary? Like I might
no,
die?
it was weird because I really didn't remember much of our interaction when I had met her, and then when we met back over here, she started talking to me about stuff that it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember that, and then she starts talking to me about why she left, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's basically telling me she's on the run because she basically trashed this guy's car with a baseball bat.
And trying to lure you in back in to help.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm thinking to myself,
You could help.
well, no.
Reintroduce.
The rational brain in me is going, hey, you get in your car and leave this shit alone, okay?
But the irrational side.
The irrational side of me is going, oh, this girl's gonna be so much fucking fun.
You first need to hear.
See, that's the thing,
But why? A lot of people go down these. Obviously, because of the new shooting, people play around in that whole sense of the unsafe. But they have gone there and they've gone where no man has gone before.
Well, that's the thing. You never know where these people will take you. Okay. I mean, think about it this way: the dude that shot up Nevada, Las Vegas. Think about the girlfriend, right? She doesn't know shit. All she knows is she's living with this dude. You know, that they're getting along all right. He makes money. You know, they get along okay. You're going to the Philippines to go check out your family. He wires you some money, and all of a sudden you're watching the news,
And you see
and you see this shit going on, and it's like, huh, where'd that go?
there goes your life, or in
No,
mine.
not really. I mean, it shouldn't.
Well,
But
you know, it's going to
It's
have to
still
deal with
weird,
some-
dude. It's
It is
still
weird.
weirdness.
Yeah.
But that lady's weird, strange trip started when she decided, hey, I think I'll hang out with this guy.
Yeah. And
It
for
was-
many years, he was all right.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You just never know where you'll end up with that shit, dude.
Oh, jeez.
But on that whole Las Vegas thing, dude, I thought it was hilarious, to be perfectly honest. I mean, there's a certain karmic beauty to a bunch of redneck pro-gun types getting rained down on by another pro-gun type.
And even if they had their guns, it'd be kind of...
Pointless, because what are you doing? It's 32 stories up.
And
He's,
plus,
he's
it's
using a
already-
long gun.
yeah, you already shot at
What's
you.
your pistol gonna do? How many good guys with a gun are gonna help you out here, buddy?
Yeah, guns wouldn't have been good in that situation.
No,
like
guns are never good. I'm all pro-gun, though. I'm very much Second Amendment, but for very different reasons. I think that in a society, you should be able to put the ultimate veto on things. And so long as that society respects every individual's right to put the ultimate veto on things, then we're still on, even keel here. The minute that we decide, oh, I'm sorry, but you little people don't get to take action, then we're fucked. And that's the thing. Guns are about
You know
killing
what? I
people.
never thought about that. You know, and that actually makes some sense now.
Guns are about killing people, okay? They're not
No
about
ifs,
target
and- yeah,
practice. They're
yeah.
not about hunting. They're not about... It's about killing things, okay? So the Second Amendment is there so that people can kill other people, okay?
You might, it's, listen to this. The, going back on the Japanese thing and guns, they're cops. I'd learned that they have guns. They're the only ones that pretty much have guns.
Mhm.
The first shot is a blank and it has to be shot in the air. There's a second blank or whatever that you can shoot, aim with fire, and everybody knows the third one's going to be the deadly shit. But these things are trained. I mean, like now here, not to say that's in a society, I guess you got to protect yourself, but I guess it makes things even, I guess.
Well, it's not about protecting yourself. It's about having the power to end the other guy.
Yeah, and the other guy.
It's not. I'm not protecting myself. I'm putting a veto on your ass.
Yeah,
Just like you have the right to put a veto on me.
I'm just saying that their cops don't seem to be so trigger happy.
Oh, well, yeah, but over here we're cowboys, so...
You like the, I mean, of course, you don't like the cowboy action of the cops, or you made a mistake. Because sometimes these people might have gone crazy, but
They're all crazy. Everybody's crazy. Look, what I'm wondering about is over the last couple of days, I've heard a lot about guns are everywhere and they're so easy to get, and any whack job with a couple of $1,000 can rain death on everybody, right? And that's the narrative that's been developed in the media. Okay, let's assume all of that is 100% true. Then why is this shit not happening more often?
more often.
Because I'm sorry.
Most people put a kibosh in that in their brain.
Yeah. So, I don't know, dude. I mean, it's sad and so on, but it's no different from what goes on in TJ. And they have really good gun control. It's no different from what's going on in La Paz or, Cabo or Guanajuato or any of those places. So for me to complain about stuff up here, it's all bullshit, dude.
It's one of those things you never know.
Well, I just think it's funny watching all these, liberals and Democrats get riled up about starting the gun control thing again. It's like, motherfuckers, you can't get anything passed right now. The Republicans control Congress. Citolini is in charge. In what brain does it click that you're going to have a chance of doing anything legislatively? Nothing. And just shut up and let's move on to the next election, okay?
Oh man, I'm telling you, a lot of, not just the bad stuff with this human types, but the weather's been fucked up. Don't you think it was kind of a hotter summer again?
Oh yeah, no, it'll be increasingly hotter and hotter. We are at the end days, my friend. It's just a matter of time. But that's okay. It's always been on the horizon.
It takes a while for an ice age to move in.
Well, it's not an ice age. It's
But you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's for some kind of
world
on a mass
Paleolithic,
Paleolithic level. It takes some time. This is climbing up the mountain kind of shit.
Yeah,
The foothills.
but everybody's kind of ignoring the fact that there's, once we reach the top of the mountain, there's the down.
But I think when it's that catastrophic, I mean, it might be like an asteroid. Because, it's not like it's never hit,
It doesn't have to be something as big as an asteroid, dude. It could be a series of
Sicknesses.
things that pile onto each other. Think of it this way. A sudden release of nitrogen and carbon dioxide from the permafrost in Greenland and Siberia would do havoc on the world. Okay?
No, it's interrelated. I've read about that.
Yeah. So, and that'll shut down the, what do you call it? The conveyor. The thermal conveyor in the Atlantic. Okay, so
It's going to fuck with the fish, probably.
and the fisheries and everything
Ugh.
else. So we're all on the
Yeah, 'cause the Earth will be fine, I'm saying.
Oh yeah, there will be life on Earth for a long time. Whether there'll be human life on Earth, well,
debatable.
that's a iffy thing. I hear it's good for jellyfish though.
Oh, wow.
The changes in the chemistry in the sea will be good for jellyfish. So if you can come up with a use for jellyfish, you've got it scored, dude.
The Asians are eating it. But we'll be back in another second episode. They are! It's a delicatessen. A delicacy. I mean.
Delicacy.